Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and guess what? It's fall, so you know what that means for us natural girlies. We can wear our silk press, wigs, weave, whatever we want to do. In this case, I wanted to make a U-part wig, and I made it. And I used my sewing machine, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Just stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing you'll need is your shears, one for hair and one for trimming the thread, a cap, I like this cap, a canvas head, this is a size 23, but I have a different size, and some bundles. You'll also need a mannequin stand. These are some bundles that I just had. They're kinky straight and I love them. You need your measuring tape, and you're going to measure your head. So you're going to take the measuring tape, wrap it around your head, make sure it's a little bit above your ears. I am a 22, so I have a canvas head for that. So this is the block I use. Okay, grab your mannequin stand and put your head on there. You're going to take your cap, and we're going to place it and make sure you pin it down so it won't move. You can use a marker, but I didn't have one, so I used my tailor chalk. Now you can do your lines about 1 inch apart or a little bit larger depending on the thickness of the hair. The kinky straight bundles, I didn't have to have that, and you'll see that I really didn't use all the lines. So instead of using my single track, I double weft them on my sewing machine, and then when I got to the top, I did single tracks. Now the first thing I'm going to do is thread my bobbin, and for a sewing machine, you really don't have to have a really fancy one. Any sewing machine will work. As long as you have a zigzag stitch, you're good to go. Now I'm going to start with the folded end. As you see here, you're going to sew the 2 tracks together using a zigzag stitch. My tension is a 3, my length is a 3. And once you're done, it should look like this. I'm going to give you a few more examples of that. I have a little highlight piece because I want to be a little spicy. So I have that. And look how pretty it looks. Now on some straight bundles or body wave, it probably will be better. But kinky straight, though, that texture is so thick, you really don't need that much. Now it may look like I'm folding it over. I'm not. I'm placing it very, very close together. That way that the stitch will catch both of the top of the wefts. Now on most sewing machines, this little piece right here comes off. That way you can wrap the fabric, or in this case, the wig cap around so it won't get in the way. So now I'm going to attach my first track. Make sure you back stitch. Back stitching at the beginning of the track and at the end of the track is very important. It ensures that that thread is locked in and is not going to unravel. Now when you're sewing a wig on a sewing machine, you won't be able to fold it over. You have to cut the weft, so you have to be okay with that. So you're going to make sure you cut the string off. I like to do it as I go. Some people wait till the end and make sure that the string they go through to do quality control. I like to cut mine because it's too much. With every track, I place it on my mannequin just to make sure it fits correctly. And then I go into the next track. Now you'll see me lifting the cap up in the track because I want to just make sure that there's nothing under it. It's easy for things to get under it. Then you have to take a seam ripper and undo it. So your best bet is just to make sure there's nothing under it and it's just the cap and the track. And you're sewing along your guidelines. Now here you get to see me place my pressure foot down, then I put my needle in the track, and then I begin to start sewing. And that's just what I do even when I make clothes. I want to make sure my pressure foot is down, and then I put my needle down in the garment. Then I let it go about 1 or 2 times. Then I hit my back stitch button, and then I go straight into sewing the rest of the track. So again, you at the beginning of the track and at the end of the track, you need to make sure you backstitch. Backstitch, backstitch, backstitch. Very important. Ooh, child, I'm in the way, but I'm going to make sure that it fits. And then I'm going to show you what's left that I have to do on the wig, and then I'll be complete. And those are the tracks, and those will be single weft, not double. Now that it's all done, I just want to give it a little look. Now, I did take out 2 tracks because it was a little too full for my liking, but hey, let's get into the clip-in part. So I need some scissors, your clips. You'll also need some hand sewing needles and your thread, of course. Now, this is my favorite type of cap. It's a pain to take the plastic off. However, you'll be able to breathe. Like, look at that. You can get in there and scratch if you need to. There's room for air. I just love that. I like the mesh caps and the full domes. I might do another one just like that. However, this is what I like, and this is what I had. So, hey. I ended up sewing 3 clips for the unit, and that was very comfortable. And then after that, once I get that all sewn down, I went in and I just did quality control, cut off all excess lace, any loose thread, just making sure that it was good. Now, what's a unit without some layers? I have to give it some shape, a little body. After giving it shape, I went in with my Babyliss Pro, Babyliss, Babyliss, whatever you want to call it, and I flat ironed each section. And I took my time. My flat iron wasn't on really high. It was on 375, and I chased it with my brush. Of course, make sure you spray it with some heat protection, like you do with your real hair. Treat your bundles like your hair, because it is. We pay for it. It's our hair. So make sure you treat it. So use some serum, some heat protection, all of that. But look at the color. It's so cute. At this point, I'm tired, but I'm like, it got to get done. I had somewhere to be the next day, so I had to complete it. And I did this all in one day. Yeah, I did. Washed the bundle, sewed the hair, clipped it, all that. It was perfect. Perfect Friday. Now, if you have textured hair, Kinky Straight is where to go. Look at it. It looks like a fresh silk press. Oh, beautiful. Now I'm going to take my curling iron and curl my hair. There are so many different curling techniques. I just know for my bang area, or the part where it's fuller on the side, I like to just curl away from my face and then pin my curls. So I pin curled all the hair and then just let it set overnight. For holding spray, I use the Garnier Volume Hairspray. Spray it all over and let it sit overnight. You couldn't tell me this ain't right here. Kinky Straight bundles. Thank you for watching my video. Hit the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. As always, comment if you want me to make anything else. Just let me know. Until next time.